Hi everyone, my name is Akanksha Mathur and I work for IBM FlashSystem development. In my previous video, I have given a brief about what is policy-based replication and how one can convert their old existing global mirror and global mirror with change volume relationships to policy-based replication, which is a new solution for disaster recovery. Once we configure the disaster recovery site with policy-based replication, and in case the requirement is to move one step forward and configure the three-site replication for existing volumes and volume groups, then please watch the video carefully. So, there is a three-step process of moving from RCDR config to a three-site PBR config. Step 1 is to convert or migrate your existing RCDR relationships to a PBR-DR config. This is already explained in my previous video. Link can be found in the description box. Step 2 is to move your PBR-DR config to a partition. This is something that we are going to explain or discuss about in this current video. The third step towards going to the three-site config is to add a third site to your existing DR configuration as a high availability site to the same partition. We will use command line interface throughout this video to accomplish our goal. So we have two sites, FS7300 site 2 as a production site and FS7300 site 3 as a disaster recovery site. We have policy-based replication already configured and it's up and running. So now there is no remote copy configuration. We have IO operations ongoing and its replication is in progress to the recovery site. So now to move these volume groups to a partition, let's create an empty partition. Partition is like a container that can have volumes, volume groups, hosts, host volume mappings. Create an empty draft partition on both systems. Create an association of the existing volume groups to a partition using CLI ch volume group and then publish the partitions on both the clusters. We can see that the partition on both the system has one volume group inside the partition. Now let's create a disaster recovery link between these partitions. From the production side, we have to run chpartition command with a option make dr link. We have to provide UID of the remote partition, which can be fetched from ls partition on the remote side. Do ensure that the remote partition being linked has all the associated remote volume groups for all disaster recovery volume groups in the local partition. This is just a partition that we have created and it does not have any replication policy assigned to it so far. Currently the replication is happening without the partition, and now to be able to start the replication through the partition, we would need another replication policy with the topology as async dr instead of two-site async dr. So we can create one and assign it to volume group. Once the new replication policy is assigned and is in action, the old policy can be deleted. We can now see the host IOs are still ongoing and have not been impacted because of the whole process. Thank you everyone for watching my video.